that's the view for the evening. Right. Last time I was here, I had to sit from all morning all the way through to mid-afternoon, about 3 o'clock, because they were hunting. Obviously, someone rapping around, they're not going to appreciate it. So, I was here about this time last year, and it looks like no one's been here since either. So, I've still got some firewood. The forest has been managed. So lots of hardwood, so a nice warm fire tonight, but it does threaten to rain, so I need to do something about that. Might do my Siberian log fire cover, but yeah, that's the view. I didn't make these little bench type things, they were here when I found them. And it looks like I'm the only person who's been here in at least a year. But see if I can see the hunting tower. Ooh. That'd be a nice log to chop. About a foot and a half thick. Yeah, so just there somewhere. There. There's a hunting tower. You see it? That doesn't help with the shaking, does it? Anyway, that's facing west, so we should get a nice sunset if the clouds clear up. And it's supposed to rain in the middle of the night, so. But that doesn't look very promising, does it? Anyway, let's get the shelter set up and get some wood ready, and maybe have lunch. Yeah, as soon as I said that, it starts raining. Fire. Okay, here. Recognise this bad boy? This is the Norwegian Bergen, the legendary, apparently film famous as they call it. I'm going very old school today. In this dry bag is a Polish Lavvu. I don't know if it's 2 Polish Lavvus or just it's the Polish army poncho that I ordered long time ago. Because of Brexit, it got stuck in customs. So anyway, there's 2 of these. Put them together and it makes a nice teepee, which is what I'm planning on doing today. Yeah. It does come with 2 sets of poles, one for each person. Obviously, you'd make just a little shelter with one of them. I'm not planning on using these tonight. Obviously, once they're set up, it comes to about yay high. But I want a bit more room inside so I can starfish as I sleep. So I'm either going to make a teepee, a tripod to make a teepee, or I think I'm going to hang from that big tree. There's another one just equidistant. I'll string up a ridge line and see how that works. Try something new. That's why I'm here anyway. Cordage. rain's starting to be a problem. Right, where were we? No. I use that as the plastic nut. Just the droppy downy bit to hold up the TP. Okay, fun and games in the rain. Yeah, could have been worse. Oh, there we go. Should get my mouth shut. It's not supposed to be doing this until like 12 o'clock tonight. Ha! Okay then. Lovely. Okay. Two on the inside, one on the outside. It's now adjustable. Ha ha ha! Right. The other side. And the sun's coming out. Nice! Sort that out after. Oh, that's slippy. Do it inside. And one on the outside. Oh, that's how good that knot is. I've got to take the weight. Right then, I just briefly put this away when I was setting up because I'm going to get too wet. Don't want the tent to get wet. Anyway, so it's basically a poncho with a hood, kind of Robin Hood-esque. That would be you'd wear it like so. There's a drawstring across the chesty bit, across the neck. To get the hood, that kind of lifts it up a little bit more. But I'm wearing two and it's quite warm. Anyway, let's get this opened up and out. It's an impregnated canvas. I bought two together. I don't know why I'm doing that. Two. That's four. That's two. You see the button down the middle. Not sure if the camera's going to actually pick this up, but it would have been nice. It would have been nice if the people who packed them, I don't know if the camera's going to do this, would actually given me a matching pair. They're both, one's issued, this one's issued, it's a bit lighter and has green stitching. This one is unissued and has beige stitching. So I know it's, you know, I shouldn't be complaining, but I'm pretty sure that they do that with every set. Oh, there we go, you can see in the light now. It's in two different colours, for God's sake. They're two different colours. That's so annoying. So once you've laid it out, kind of get it into shape. I think probably easier. Do that. Well, these ponchos come in 3 different sizes, depending on how short you are, or tall, depending on whatever. Obviously, me being the little hobbit that I am, I've got the smallest one, which happens to be the exact height for me. So, spread it out as much as you can, and you peg it out with the tent pegs provided with the poles. Probably not seeing that bit, are you? So these are the tent pegs coming under the bag. Depending on what year you get them from, apparently you either get 2 poles or 3 poles for it. That way. Let's see, tent pegs provided. That actually comes with them, that's actually issued. Getting them out is a bit of a challenge. And also this kind of funky curved shape, so they kind of don't rattle around in here and they stay fixed. So if that was the one-man shelter, it would be quite low. You see that? But not very high. But then again, nice and low, keeps you out of the wind, blah blah blah. You'd actually probably have quite a lot of room. I'll try that one time. Obviously it saves a lot of weight too. Do you want to see the order poles? Okay, that's one set. So you've got like a knobby bit. I suppose that could be a foot, or you could have it at the top, and that would be a foot. That one, obviously, number 3. And number 4. So that would be how tall it is with the poles used. It's about 1.50 m high. But obviously you're going to have a pole in the middle of the, let's call it a tent, a teepee. If there's 2 of you, you've got one side each, and you've got a little barrier to stop someone snuggling up to you in the night. Or if you want to get cozy because you're with someone you want to snuggle with, you're going to have to do the ridge line or build a tripod. I'm just being selfish, I want the room. Right, get this pegged out. That seems a bit close all of a sudden. So, to face the lake, I'm facing west. The wind is going to be blowing southwest to south. So I kind of want the entrance near the fire. That way. So put the fires there, kind of underneath your feet, only to come across. Oh great, the stone's right in the way. Okay. The weather's toying with me. Right, let's try and get that ridge line up. So, see how we do. So, let's kind of show you this. I'm going to need to readjust this. That's the front. And obviously this one from the other side is going to need to kind of connect up to it, so it'll end up being closer that way. But that just gives me a basic shape of peg. Bloody rock. Another. And there's a rock under that one actually. So ridge line. And I'm miles away. Bugger. I wanna I'm just cutting that down. So if I wanted to go to that tree, no, not really. Alright, I have to rethink that then. So I've moved it from said here. I'm holding that. There's actually a pine cone in there for odour management. No, just something to make a button so I can wrap my plastic loop around. So what I've done is I've gone all the way over to that tree, which is it was on this one, which was just too close. That one just wasn't quite right, so I've gone for the third one. So there's my little simple plastic nut. Oh, plastic nut. And all the way along. Obviously, because I cut the paracord, I needed to make a second one. Add some extra on there, so I've got basically a simple fisherman's knot. I don't know if we're going to get any focus on that. Probably not. There we go. And then the same story there, but this time I've given myself a nice little quick release knot, because that's probably going to get very icky and wet. So at least I can just cut that end and I'm not going to stress. But I don't use paracord very often, and I've probably got at least 100 metres of the stuff sitting at home. So anyway, so peg that little fellow out. Might remove that rock. That's going to be a nuisance. This one. No idea how big that's going to be. Probably too big to shift. Yeah, probably going to be a... might give it a go. Find a digging stick. Anyway, project for later. Anyway, the sun is out. The weather has no idea what it wants to do. Yeah, so peg out the TP and then I don't know, make some lunch maybe, get some logs. I'm not sure which. Okay. It's that time again. Trusty Crusader and my water filter. No. Oh well. Try there. That was easy. Ha! Yeah, it doesn't taste green or brown. Right then, let's get some lunch made. Enjoy the sunshine and the scenery. Okay, lunch is done. Had some noodles and a chocolate bar. And now I need to find some wood from somewhere. Oh, that's not too difficult. Right, I'm not going to bore you with watching me chop it and saw it again. That one looks interesting. Okay, so I promised I'd show you the things I've got. So obviously the axe and the saw. You've met Ludwig. You've seen me struggle with the shelter. So let's see if we can get some light in there. So we've got a picnic blanket that I've mentioned before. Let's get my fleece off of there. We have a sleeping mat, sleeping bag. There's a little fleece blanket in there too, just in case I get a bit cold. Picnic blanket, sit pad. There's my water, the first aid kit. I'll go through those two pouches in a moment. The bag that says Willys, in fact a supermarket here in Sweden, that's just got an extra clothing like hat, clean socks, and other things. Buff, a multi-scarf, whatever you want to call it. I think there's some extra gloves, and just some fleece thermal underwear. If I get cold, I want to go to bed in those instead. So, I need a better picture of this. Log in the way. Not really. There we are. There's all my firewood ready. It's all hardwood, so hopefully there'll be enough for the night. It's going to rain after 12 anyway, so I'm not going to hope for a fire after then. But the sun's coming out. I'm enjoying it while I do. Have some. So, let's put you down and I'll show you that little funky luxuries pouch and the bushcraft pouch, which is that green one. Right then. Toilet paper, always handy. In the front pouch is the test tubes I was mentioning. They have coffee, sugar, creamer, whatever you want really. I've got some tea bags, some fruit tea bags. Not that I drink them, they just taste like lightly flavoured water. In the back, handy wipes. It's that alcohol gel I mentioned, and some moisturisers because sometimes it just gets a bit silly. That's the little pocket fire bellows. I'll see if we can get them in action later. So the bushcraft pouch, the knife that usually just fits in there. Pair of gloves. And today I have brought some Fatwood for starting my fire. It's the pouch that I have my cordage in. There's various sizes. It's my fire starting tin. That's everything. Should be everything. Yep. And in the front here I have charging cable, a headlamp, power bank to go with said charging cable, toothbrush, a compass, because if you're away for a few more days it's always nice to know where you're going, a little emergency sharpener, and some electrical tape, because you never know. I've got the room, and extra batteries for torch, headlamp, and an emergency lighter. So yeah, pretty much my bushcraft kit. I usually carry an emergency blanket in there too, but figured I'm not going to need it today. not going to need it this weekend either, so that's at home. So there we go, all laid out perfectly and pretty for you. Obviously the first aid kit has just got first aid kit stuff in there. That's about it really. I mean, you've seen the cook system. I'll show you the fire. The tripod, which the phone is on at the moment, also fits in here. So Fatwood for later. Fire starting kit. Believe this is a Swedish Army tin. It's not very big. In there I have one of those little cotton pads that have been dipped in wax. You can start them with a ferrocerium rod. Speaking of, very old ferrocerium rod. I've got some lint and those little barbecue starting blocks as well. You can peel them up, scrape them a little bit, and you can start them with the fire steel ferro rod too. But, as I say, we've got the Fatwood today, so we'll see what we do with those. I've never used it before, so that'll be fun. I'll leave them out, I know I'm going to need them. Oops, that lives there too. That does not live there. Okay, Fatwood. We can scrape apparently. Definitely needs to be on something. Oh, you can smell the resin. How much do we need? More than that, I'd assume. Oh, this floor tile was... somebody must have humped it all the way here. Be rude not to use it. Or we can feather stick some bits off. Oh, that, ooh, look at that. Oh, look at that. I wonder. No, we can't. Oh, that's icky. Got some birch bark, some little twiggy, sticky shavings. They should burn quickly. Kindling, slightly larger kindling, and firewood. Right, alright then, let's give it a go. Ow. Oh, clever Alec. Very clever. Oh, that's so sticky. seen videos of people just hitting it with one spark and away it goes. But this is me we're talking about. I think I'm going to need some gloves on for this. Okay. Holy moly! Do I need to panic? Wow. Impressed. See what all the fuss is about Fatwood now. Wow. Rude leaf. Why not? These are just splints from when I was chopping the logs, or at least attempting to chop the logs. Oh, let's build that fire up now. Alright, let's let that fire build up. Get some nice coals. I can start cooking my dinner. And I've got some nice pork belly strips. Nom, yum yum. Looking forward to them. Alright then, I'll check in with you when the fire's more ready for food. Aha! Look at that. Marinated in my Jaeger mix, critter, barbecue spices. Oh, that's hot. Okay, do you want to watch them cooking? No, me neither. I'm so hungry. But it is beer o'clock, so while those other three are cooking, I'm going to enjoy this one. Oh. It's like a really big chunk of spare rib without having to deal with the bones. Yum yum yum. I'm slightly jarred. No, that's the fat. So, I'm drooling. Of course, for a balanced meal, I should be having some carbohydrates with it too. Obviously fat's important, the protein's important, but you know, carbohydrates. So I've got that one covered. Cheers. Beer and barbecue. in the forest with a lake. Could it be any better? You guys could be here. That would be awesome. Anyway, cheers, and I'll catch up with you once I've finished munching on my yummy, bacony, porky belly. It's too yummy. I have no words. So dinner's taken care of. Half a kilo of bacony, ribby, bacony. Yum yum yum. I'm having a slight mott coma, as they say in Sweden. The food coma. Just going to listen to the birds. As the sun go down, the shadows will grow longer over the lake, and the trees will. Nice view anyway. As you can see, I'll put a few more logs on the fire just to get that going again. Nice big one. Some more big ones. See how long they last. I'm not really bothered, as I know it's going to pee down with rain at some point after midnight. So breakfast will probably be cooked in the shelter if it's still raining. If not, then I get some fresh air in the morning. Yeah, so I'm just going to enjoy my beer and the other one. Keep warm by the fire and listen to the Even song. And if I'm lucky, see a few cranes on the lake. So, cheers, and I'll catch up with you a little later. That will be the cranes then. And that's the nice warm fire. Sun's starting to set. It is 9:40 PM. Actually, the sun's gone down. It's getting dark. That's when all the birds are making a noise. They're going to bed. Morning. I'm sorry I didn't film when I went to bed, but even the light on my little head torch wasn't enough to get a half decent picture. So 7:15 in the morning. It started raining at night as predicted. So I can show you. Not nice. So I didn't get much sleep. Show you the shelter. I'm all packed up, ready to go. I've not even had breakfast, so. That's what's left of the fire. I can't believe it's still smouldering. Rucksack all packed. Polish Lavvu for the night of, I won't say heavy rain, a bit more than light rain. I'm sure it's going to be heavier carrying it home. Dry on the inside. I had the rucksack sitting on the edge, and obviously with canvas, like, oh, don't put anything with canvas on the edge because it will soak through. It did not. As you can see, the paracord stretched, so I had to put that there just to prop things up, so otherwise it would have sagged down a lot. So, but yeah, one wet Polish Lavvu, roll up. Let's pack away. Right then, time to head home.